Hey, you with the face.
Welcome to the I Regret Nothing podcast.
I Regret Nothing podcast.
Groovy.
With Mike J. and Pedro.
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing.
We regret nothing.
I regret everything. Everything I've ever done.
Hey, everyone.
Hello,
The 39th edition of the I Regret Nothing podcast. That's how old I am, too.
Our title
39 years old.
39.
Oh.
Not for
39
long.
Years young.
Not for
I was
long.
40 for sure.
I'll be 40 soon. But I'm not. I'm now as old as my podcast. Soon to be younger.
Podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty old. Actually, it is pretty old, but there's just not that many episodes because I was very slacker for a very long time. And went years sometimes without a new episode. As stupid as that might sound. But we do have a couple of new hosts on here today. On your bottom left is Jason Sikorski, and on your bottom right is Tad Sally. They are in charge of the documentary being made about us, which means they're obsessed with us.
Pretty much. Just Mike.
Exactly.
Jason and Tad have been following me into the bathroom for about a year and a half now.
With a camera.
With a camera. Yeah.
Yeah. We're trying to see his pee habits and his poo habits and compile it together in a 2-hour documentary.
If you don't know anything about it, go check out the website. It is goingpostaldoc.com, I believe. Is that right?
That's right. Yep.
Goingpostaldoc.com. They have an Instagram page. They have a Facebook page. There's a little teaser trailer you can watch. It's a little outdated now, but it'll give you an idea of what these guys are going for, which I still don't know what they're going for. They've just been videotaping me and interviewing me and Vince and everybody else for a while now. So I don't know. They might be shitting on us, and that's okay. We're cool with that too. But I don't know if you guys want to introduce yourselves and talk about where you came from and what you're doing. Go for it, Jay.
I can kick it off. This is Jason Sikorski. We're co-producing. Me and Tad are co-producing a documentary together about Mike J and Vince and Running with Scissors and the Postal franchise. Been filming it on and off for the last almost 2 years. Is that right, Tad?
Yeah, pretty much almost 2 years. I think coming up this summer will be at 2 years.
Yeah, and it all started through a mutual friend. I had remembered I was talking to a friend that me and Mike had mutually known, and I had not known Mike at the time. And I remember watching the Postal movie as a kid and playing the game, and she had said like, oh yeah, my friend Mike makes this game called Postal. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, whoa, can you explain? I remember this game as a kid. And she introduced me to Mike, and that's how we got it going. At the time, me and Tad were brainstorming about doing a web series, documentary, short film, something about video games. We both come from film backgrounds. We both love cinema. So it was just bound to happen that we would marry video games and cinema together. And so bore Postal documentary.
Well, you skipped a little part. Like we met to eat lunch so we could just chat, and they were starting a gaming network on YouTube, and they were planning on just doing like an episode about Running with Scissors. And then we met for lunch, and then I blew their tiny minds with hilarious fucking tales of Running with Scissors shit. And afterwards, they wrote me, and they're like, hey, so this isn't really an episode of a show. This is more of a movie.
This is
and
more
I was
of
like,
a
yeah.
feature length.
Yeah, I was like, that's what I was hoping you would say. And so then they started on that. That was a long time ago. Shit.
Yeah, I thanks for bringing that up. I remember now, we were eating ramen together. You were wearing your I Regret Nothing t-shirt.
Yeah, and I had actually just shaved off a huge beard, and I looked like a fucking idiot. And I showed up. I showed up and I'm like, guys, this is not who I am.
I remember you bringing that up like 3 times.
Yeah, well,
during our
it
meeting.
bothered me. Like, I normally, if I shave, I normally shave it like to this level. But I'd completely taken it off, and I looked in the mirror before I went, and I'm like, I cannot believe I'm gonna go meet people that want to shoot some episode of a show about me. I look like a fucking idiot.
That's why it's taking so long.
They've been waiting very slowly as my beard grows back.
In all fairness, you really did not look that bad. I think you're just so used to seeing yourself with facial hair.
Well,
yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Very happy I could turn you on either way.
Of course.
What about you, Tad? Where do you come from?
Yeah, so me and Jason, we actually met in college, and we worked on a show together, a cannabis show for quite a while, and we were just in the market to do something else. We were itching. It just kind of all worked out that we were planning on doing a video game something, and that you guys were also located in Tucson while I was in Tucson. So that all worked out perfectly. And we were just, like you said, we were going to start like a YouTube video game network show. But after hearing everything that you and Vince have had to say over the past year, it's just like we have so much content, we don't know, where to start, because you guys have some crazy stories, and everybody that we talk to in the Postal universe just has another crazy story that we haven't heard of. It just keeps going on and on and on. And that's why I think it's going to make an awesome film.
Yeah, I mean, it is 24 years now, so that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a little longer than I've even been
young.
here, but it's a lot of time for nonsense to happen, especially to a company like ours, which there's been a lot of it. So yeah.
Who would have thought, 24 years later, there's a story worth telling out there for everybody.
Exactly. I mean, even just the other day, Joseph Rogan on his show, brought up the fact that he used to play Postal. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know we still exist, which is, for better or for worse.
When you say Joseph Rogan, do you mean the Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
The Joe Rogan.
Yeah, we should pull up that clip. We should get that clip for the film.
Yeah, he's actually talked about Postal a couple times. It's come up a few times in his in podcasts, and he always brings up, oh, that used to be a game. And I think 2 weeks ago he was talking about it. He said, yeah, I used to play that game Postal. So
That's
I'd like to let him know through our widely watched podcast, probably close to his, that we're still here, Yeah, you signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Spotify, and I've got, 30 people watching live right now, but who cares?
Hey, maybe one day soon you can be a guest on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, he's
That will
jumping all
certainly-
over that. He's like, hey, how many viewers do you guys have? Oh, 12? Cool. Come on to my podcast. I mean, obviously I would do it.
When he's mentioning it, is he mentioning the violence? Like, why is he referencing Postal?
He likes to talk about the word and how it's not really in American lexicon anymore. And then he discusses why. Like, sometimes he talks about how, postal employees shot up their place of work, which it didn't really happen all that much, right? Like, it's gotten a much worse rap over time. I mean, it was twice, which is not great, but, I'm pretty sure, like, Circle K employees have probably shot up their work way more.
Yeah, in comparison to school shootings.
I mean,
a lot of other
we,
stuff that
as a
happens.
company, have outlasted the term, right? Like, it's really...
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably more part of American lexicon because of us. Like, it probably would have fallen away a long ass time ago.
Yeah, I don't hear postal being used in conjunction with the postal service anymore. I just call it the post office.
Right.
And so when I hear postal, I think of the video game. Obviously, it's a little more ingrained in me than your average person, but that's how I decipher the two
Really?
now.
You?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, I think
Following you into the bathroom.
Well, it's fine. I mean, you're allowed to. It's cool. So anyway, like I said earlier, if you guys haven't checked it out, goingpostaldoc.com. If you want to write to Jason or Tad, hit them up on there. Tell them what you think. Tell them what you want. If you happen to be a super fan and they haven't talked to you yet, maybe they will. I mean, there might be a nugget of shit out there that we don't know about that has a giant postal tattoo on them. I mean, we've already seen a couple of you. I don't even have a postal tattoo, so.
Yeah,
Why
I mean,
not?
we're open to fan interviews. We've been doing those for the last 6 months or so. So
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yep. No, that's it's good stuff. They make some quality stuff. If you want to watch some other stuff that they've made, get on YouTube and look up Canna Cribs. If you're into like looking at weed grow houses and shit, you can see the quality of their work. It's pretty cool.
So interesting.
Yeah,
Definitely a 180. It's definitely a 180 from where we were with filming weed and now into video games.
I
But
mean,
I guess they kind of go hand in hand.
in Postal 2 Paradise Lost, you did have to prune weed for Uncle Dave, so it's really not.
right.
It's really not that far off.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice
All the
tie-in.
pieces are connected.
So if you want to prune weed, play Postal 2 Paradise Lost. Super high quality game made by Running with Scissors. I don't know if you know
Available
those
now
guys.
on Steam.
So I know I told
It's
you
a
guys
good
last
team.
episode we're chugging away at the Thursday update. It is it's coming along. It's going to be there soon. Maybe about a month, maybe a little less, something like that. And the next big update's coming to Postal 4. So if you haven't gotten your copy, get it now because it's going to go up in price after Thursday comes out. I know we tell you that every time, and some people act like they're super fucking surprised and that we're assholes
Always.
for raising the price. Like, you guys don't know how to price your games. And it's like, cool, man. Do you know how much games cost? Like, let's break. I know you want to get a game for $1 on Steam sales like you do every week. But no.
I mean,
games are
They
expensive.
could wait 10 years if they want it so cheap.
Right, exactly. And here's the even worse thing. Like, at full price, Postal 4 is going to be $40. That's still, it's not half price, but it's almost half
cheaper.
price than a full price game now. Full price games are $70.
Oh yeah, they're getting expensive.
Yeah.
Postal 2 was $50 or
Yeah, it was
something.
$49.99, but that
$14,
was the MSRP back in 2002. Like, top level games were $50. So yeah,
Are you
$40.
saying Postal 2 is a top level game?
It was AAA from a triple shit developer. Okay.
Triple S.
No, quite frankly, when that game came out, we did have a publisher. It was not a big publisher; it was a tiny publisher, but they wanted it to be a full price game, and we knew it wasn't a full price game, and obviously, it didn't sell gangbusters at full price. It sold gangbusters in Russia, where games are super cheap, and it sold gangbusters on Steam 12 years later when it was a lot cheaper. But Postal 4 is, while it's not a AAA game, which we are admitting by charging less than $70 for it, it's still like an A, triple B. I don't know.
Plus.
Triple B.
I don't know what you want to
Triple B
call it. We're
plus.
like a high class indie, but super indie because nobody's giving us any money for this except you.
We are a fancy indie.
Yeah.
It's like minor league baseball versus major leagues.
Except we don't
Yeah.
have a major league affiliate. we're more of an indie league baseball team, right? Like, we just play on Staten Island.
Fair enough.
We're sexy, just not big enough.
Yeah, we're pretty sexy. Look at Pedro's smooth beard. He's not wearing that leather jacket today, though.
It's all fake. It's just a hair transplant I made on my facial area.
Wow. Did you do it yourself?
Nah, I'm joking.
I figured.
Oh, there
My
it
dog's
goes. There goes Pedro's dog
Goddamn Pedro's dog.
every week.
What's
Every
your
fucking week.
dog's name?
Oh, now we
I
can't
have
hear
3
you.
dogs.
3 dogs.
One is called Quest, which is funny. One is called Flash, and the other is called Cloud. So yeah, the
Quest,
smallest one is
Flash,
Cloud.
Cloud.
Did you say Cloud or Klaus?
Cloud
Like cloud? Like in
Cloud.
the sky? Cloud? Okay.
from the sky.
Like
Because he's
Final
white
Fantasy
and
VII.
Final
fluffy,
Fantasy. That's what I was
so-
gonna say.
Yeah, he's white and fluffy. That's why.
My favorite
As you can
Smash
hear,
character.
I
He
can't
sounds
stop
white and
hearing him,
fluffy.
actually. I cannot stop hearing him.
Oh, now you can after he's muted.
We just wanted to, do a little tribute to Idle Ninja, Mike Watson. He's at Volition, and he has terminal cancer. But he's fighting on, so, if you guys want to, pour one out, say some good words, Saints Row
this is something I really want to talk about because for those who are not aware, Idle Ninja, also known as Mike Watson, he used to be a community manager at Voliton. So if you follow Saints Row news, you might know him for trying to port Saints Row 2 to work better on PC with DLC included. So recently he said that he has terminal cancer, but he's still working to develop the patch for Saints Row 2 to work on PC. So I consider this individual to be a symbol for developers who care about their fans. The passion, the perseverance, those are things that make a good developer. So I'd like to applaud this man for doing more than his obligations. Nobody is forcing him to do any of this, and he wants his last accomplishment to be a gift for the community. We as developers can absolutely relate when someone wants to do a lot for the community, but many of us would break when struck with news that we would no longer be alive in a matter of months. So it's quite a hard pill to swallow. So I'd like to take this moment to wish Mike Watson the best possible last remaining moments on Earth.
Man, fuck cancer, honestly.
Yeah, for real. I actually almost wore a Hockey Fights Cancer hat today. I didn't even think about it. So seriously, anyway, shout out everybody. Do your part. Say hi to the guy. Tell him how much you respect his work. Okay, let's get away from morbid stuff here. New Venom movie. Did you guys watch the trailer for that?
I did.
It's I don't know.
I thought the breakfast bit was kind of funny. I like that they kind of established that there's that conflict between Venom and himself. So I think he'll play up.
So I think I felt the same way after this trailer, after I did about the first movie's trailer, and I didn't care at all. And to be fair, I didn't hate the first movie. I thought it was okay. So I'm guessing this will be okay. I don't know.
My problem is I don't like Woody Harrelson. I think he's Woody Harrelson in everything. So I don't know if he's going to bring much to Carnage.
That supposedly pissed a lot of hardcores off because he doesn't look
to be Nicolas Cage.
Like Carnage. I actually watched a really funny interview with Seth Rogen yesterday where he was talking about getting Nicolas Cage for a movie, and he just tells a ridiculous story about when he met with him to do it. So Nicolas Cage is supposedly pretty hard to work with. So
he's been making some dope movies lately, though.
All these indie horror movies that he makes.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
they're actually pretty good. They're entertaining for sure.
I mean, he is an entertaining person, even in horrible, horrible films.
Even when he wants to.
He's kind of characterized himself, so it works.
Yeah. I mean, I do feel that The Rock and Con Air are some of my most adored childhood movies.
See, there you go. You love Nicolas Cage.
I fucking love him. I'm not going to make a list of films that I love that he's in after that because there just isn't a whole lot of them.
Have you seen Matchstick Men? No, that's actually
I have seen Matchstick Men, but I don't think he was the best part of it.
That's before he went off too. Right after what was it? National Treasure 2. I think that's kind of when he started going off.
National Treasure is a great film.
National Treasure is a national treasure.
National Treasure.
That's a good play on words.
The first one. The first one.
Yeah, the first one's actually really good.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
getting
it.
too old. He's getting too old. Just like Indiana Jones, I think Harrison Ford is too old.
Well,
mantle anymore.
supposedly the new Indiana Jones script is fucking lit. That's what I've heard.
Wow. I've got a good cast so far.
And that thing's been in development hell for how many years now?
Yeah.
8 years,
Yeah.
something like that.
Enough.
It really should just go straight to Disney Plus, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
It's not a terrible idea.
That's what
Make
I
a-
think.
make
When
a
I see a
series.
trailer and it says exclusively in theaters, I just don't know if I want to go see them anymore. I'm too into this watching
Really?
movies at home now. Yeah.
Man, I'm honestly waiting to get back to the theaters. It's just unfortunately there's not a lot of great movies to see in theaters. They have
I
that
saw
new piracy
Nobody.
film that
I
wanna
saw
see.
Nobody in the theater.
Oh,
I'm
how
gonna
was
see
that?
It was good, but I could have watched that at home.
Yeah.
You don't like the
Yeah.
experience of a big screen?
I'll tell you what I don't
leaning
like.
back in a
Okay,
seat?
I have to pee all the time, and you
That
can't
makes sense.
pause the movie. Okay,
You sound
That's
like
true.
you sound like my dad. It
Well,
makes sense.
and at the end of the day, like there are some movies that I want to see in theaters. Like seeing Tenet in the theater was nice. I still don't know what it's about, but I saw it.
Or you couldn't hear anything.
Couldn't hear anything. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter though. It was about the experience, right? That was cool, but I feel like now all of these like comedy movies and movies that you don't need to see in theaters could be just, I'll pay $20 to see it at home. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. I mean, especially with I don't know, like Mortal Kombat, for example. I actually wanted to see that in theaters. Thank goodness I did not see that in theaters.
If I paid to see that movie, I would have
Oh,
actually
no.
asked for my money back. I don't do that. I don't do that very often. It's happened before, and I would have
It's
done
not worth
that.
the experience of peeing in a cup.
No, no, no,
You just see like 5 cups next to Mike in the theater.
no,
That dude's got a lot of beer.
no,
He
no.
has to reserve 5
You know what?
seats for his
You know what?
cups.
I've got an 82-inch TV that's like 10 feet from my couch. I've got really expensive, like nice zero gravity recliners that can like tilt up your head. It's better than the theater.
And you have a bathroom about 8 feet away.
I have a pause button and I have a toilet.
Yeah, you don't have
You
bidets
don't
in the
have-
theaters, so
No. Well, I'm usually don't have to take a shit while I'm watching movies. That I can time pretty well. Peeing, can't time that.
And you don't have that asshole in the back with the laser pointer.
See, that might be a Portugal thing. I've never had that happen.
I've never seen that in the U.S.
I've had that like 4 times in my lifetime.
Ugh.
4
Now
times.
I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start bringing the laser pointer to the theaters now. We're gonna
Oh,
bring that
that's the
over here.
I'm
worst.
going to announce to the feds that Tad Sally
Sally.
is going to bring laser pointers to theaters. That's some terrorism shit right there.
I've definitely seen it when I was in middle school. Kids used to do it all the time.
Like when people are doing presentations in class, like not at the theater, right?
No, in the theater, like laser pointer on the character's face, and you hear a little giggle in the back, and you're turning around to try to see who it is, and you can never figure it out.
I mean, I
because,
remember smoking beaties and cloves in a theater, but
like
I
clove
didn't.
cigarettes.
Yeah, but I didn't like
badass.
point lasers at the screen.
How were the laws back then?
About what? Smoking in a theater?
Yeah.
When
Is
I
that
was
still
when
possible?
I was 15 years old.
I don't think you were. Well, I mean, Mike is that old. What was that in the 80s or?
No. No. Laserhead wants to know, is your name Tadpole?
You know, I get called that a lot. You'd be surprised. It brings back some old middle school memories there.
He used to get made fun of in middle school.
I can
Getting
see
old.
that.
Surprised. I'm surprised it wasn't a question by Isaiah.
Yeah, no, it was Laserhead.
Oh, Laserhead.
Laserhead
Speaking of
wanted to
lasers,
know.
we got a laser head.
I got a laser
I
fan here
do.
too. You know, when
Uh,
I was younger, I used to point lasers at cars because we used to live next to a highway.
That's literally terrorism.
Oh yeah, it was pretty bad. I had a car pull into our driveway, and the cops
Damn you,
came when I was
terrorists.
like 6 years old.
Well, I don't know if you guys remember when the tiki head that's at the hut now, the big giant tiki head that used to
Oh,
be
yeah,
at
the
Magic Carpet. You remember when it was
Red
at Magic
glowing
Carpet?
eyes.
So I used to go up on top of there with my buddies, and one of their girlfriends worked there, and she would just give us a bucket of balls, and we would go up on top of it and throw cars at traffic. Just throw them out onto Speedway.
Now that's terrorism.
Yeah, no shit. What a fucking stupid idea. Don't ever do that, kids.
I think I threw a rock at the windshield once.
Well,
I was pissed.
like,
I was
Yeah.
very pissed.
I think all little boys have done an extensive amount of damage to society.
mhm. Yeah.
Boys will be boys.
There
Right?
you go. Speaking
Oh,
of
boy
laser
summer.
weapons, though, did you know that the Geneva Convention banned laser weapons?
What?
What about sound weapons? What about
I
these
don't know.
new things that are fucking up people's heads with the microwaves?
Well,
Oh,
that's
like-
not the dumbest thing they've banned recently. They've banned the Red Cross in video games. No idea why.
The Geneva Convention did?
Yes, on Prison Architects.
Huh. Maybe they just don't want the association, I assume. Well,
But
That-
it's
that's
odd.
interesting.
It's a odd ban. Now laser guns.
yeah, well, so they developed laser weapons. I don't know what country of origin that specifically blinds you permanently. So you shine this laser in a soldier's eye, he's done, can't see anymore. So they're like, that's inhumane. Ban it.
We know how most countries just follow the Geneva Convention all the time.
It's gotten better. It's not World War I where you're shooting mustard gas at each other anymore.
I mean,
But then
we-
again,
we've
Saddam
had
did
some
nerve
we've had
gas
some
in the
we've had some
90s.
gas used in Turkey recently, so yes, it does happen. But we don't
happens,
need to talk
yes.
about war. That's more morbid shit. Resident Evil. Have you guys played the new Resident Evil game?
Well, I have not, and I will not because some asshole spoiled the game for me. Thanks a
Well-
lot, David.
I was gonna cover my ears over my headphones to prevent myself from being spoiled. I'm about 3 hours in. I absolutely love it. It's like it's as if Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 7 had a baby, it would be Resident
Yeah.
Evil 8.
That's
It's
cool.
Very
That's
very
cool.
enjoyable.
I
yeah.
haven't played a Resident Evil game since like Resident Evil 4.
Same.
But you can skip all the rest and just play this one.
That's all I have
Actually,
to do.
seven's really good. Seven's really good. Some people don't like
the
seven, but I
first
love
three.
it.
No,
Yeah, the
seven's-
first 3 and 4 are great.
Is it
Yeah.
less aggravating than Returnal?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah, much. Yeah.
'Cause that
Return-
shit
are-
is.
Did you have save issues with Returnal?
I mean, only I'll keep it in suspend mode, and then it will update overnight. But usually I
Lost
don't.
everything.
Usually I don't stop playing. Like I won't put it away until I die, and if I die, then I'll just put the game in rest mode. But yes, it's sometimes. No, it's always fucking aggravating. That game is super fucking aggravating
I heard it looks
Why-
really good though.
Why are you playing it still?
because it's good, and I really like.
Fair enough.
I like Lost Planet sci-fi stuff, and I don't know, it's more fun to me than like Journey to the Savage Planet and Subnautica. Like those games are fine, but this is definitely more fun than those.
So I'm not super familiar with Returnal. How many hours in are you, and would you like suggest it if you like?
I don't know, something like 12 to 15 hours in, and every time I play it, it tells me I'm further along, but I don't feel like I'm further along because you always start at the same fucking place. And I mean, obviously, as you progress and you pick up abilities and weapons, like you have some of them when you respawn. But it's
Is it scary at all?
no. I mean,
Not
it's
really. I know it's got like horror themes to it.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely in that genre, but it's not like filled with jump scares or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, Resident Evil 8 genuinely is mildly terrifying. Number 7 was extremely terrifying in my opinion. 8 is a little more action orientated, but there's definitely a few parts where you feel your heart
So I
skipping
need
and a
to
little bit
play
tense.
during the day with the windows open.
No, you need to play at night with the lights completely out.
No.
That's the way Jason does it. I remember when we were
Dude,
playing.
yeah.
Was it Resident Evil 7 in VR? And I just had to stop playing it. I just couldn't because it's so scary. Like in hindsight, like now I've played through the Resident Evil games, so now I probably know how they play. So if I went back, it'd probably not be as scary. But that was my first Resident Evil experience.
He asked me to pick up where he left off to help him. He was like, Jason, I'm a little stuck. I know you beat the game. Can you just like get me out of this part?
It was just because I
and
was scared. That was it.
I opened the game in VR.
buddy.
First of all, it is terrifying in VR. But this dude has 0 ammo. He expelled all of his ammo, and I'm like, dude, this is a survival horror game. You gotta conserve your ammo. You have nothing. I can't do anything for you. Sorry.
Yeah.
And he was just like, screw it.
Use
I'm
the
not gonna
knife.
play it again.
Use the knife, Jason.
I mean,
Feels
sometimes
like
you
Call of
just,
Duty.
sometimes you just have to quit. Sometimes you just have to quit playing games. I get it.
Tad, are you a quitter?
That's what happened with RE7. I never finished it. I always wanted to.
So you're a quitter.
Mhm.
So well, I'm gonna
You're
go
a
back
quitter.
and play it. I'm gonna go back and play it after RE8, which doesn't
You've
make
said
sense.
that for the last 2 years.
Give me some time after RE8. I'm gonna do it, which takes place after 7, so it doesn't really make sense.
I've been saying that about Red
Information.
Dead Redemption 2. I'm about halfway through, and I keep saying I'm gonna finish it, and I just like play it for
You
a
have
few
to.
hours. I really want to. It's just
You
I
do,
really have to be
at
in
a
the mood
certain
for it.
point. At a certain point, you do stop riding around so much. At a
That's
certain point,
the
it
hump I'm
starts.
trying to.
Yeah, it starts to quick travel you to stuff.
I just got to the first major city. I think in chapter 3. That's where I left off.
The one on the water.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, have you done the balloon mission yet or anything like that?
I haven't. No.
That's a fun one.
Yeah, it's
I know, Tad,
it's
you
good.
actually beat it.
I didn't. I'd put it away because it was getting so aggravating. But then once we were all sitting at home for 6 months plus, I figured it was time to finish it.
See, it takes COVID time to beat Red Dead Redemption.
Actually, it took COVID time for me to finally beat GTA 5. That's how long it took.
Oh wow,
I had
that's
started
a
it-
great game.
I had started it on PS3. Then I got it on PS4 and restarted it and stopped playing. And then I finally got it again on Xbox One X, and I finished it. But I had to
Wait, did
restart it.
You obviously had to keep restarting it, switching consoles.
Yeah. I did.
Wow.
And I could have
No.
just booted up my save on the PS4, but I was like, you know what? I have a crappy old PS4. I have this brand new Xbox One X. You know what? It was on Game Pass, so I just loaded it up on there, and I started again.
How many generations has GTA 5 been on? Is it
3.
3 at this point? That's wild.
Well, a lot.
And we're still waiting for the actual like PS5 and Xbox Series X version of it. Like they're actually remaking the game so it like looks like a new game, which is nice.
Remastering.
Yeah, which is nice, but where's the new game, guys? Or the add-on for GTA 5?
I'm really surprised they have not remade 3 or Vice City or Chinatown Wars or any of those games at this point. In
The
between
word
all
is
these
they
long
are.
years,
The word is they are doing that they are remaking Vice City and
Vice City would
The
would be a great
trilogy,
one.
maybe.
yeah.
I feel like if we replay Vice City, though, we're gonna, I don't know, our standard. Unless you're playing for nostalgia, anybody who's jumping into Vice City for the first time might be disappointed because you've got GTA 5. It's huge open world, whereas you're gated to this microscope map in Vice City.
It's still pretty big.
It's still great. Yeah, still great.
As long as they fix the targeting system and you don't drown every time you step in the frickin' water when the game requires you to drive boats, it's
That's
ridiculous.
nostalgia. I want it.
That's the way the game is, man.
I'm
Yep.
part of that minority who thinks GTA 4 is much better than 5. I'm that very, very small minority.
I like
I don't know,
GTA 4. I thought it was
Yeah,
good.
4 is really good.
I really liked 4 a lot more than 5. Doesn't mean that I don't like 5, but yeah, dogs.
What is your dog like? Which game does your dog like?
He likes Barf, Woof,
Good.
and
We're going to do something a little different this week. We decided we want to showcase a fan's work on the podcasts now. So this week we're going to showcase a little short video that a fan made. I believe his name is Draconic Light. It was posted on the Twitter a few weeks ago, but let me switch over to it. You guys are going to be cut off here for a second. So
I'm just messing with you, man. You don't actually have to sign the petition. Have a good day. I'm just messing with you, man. You don't actually have to sign the petition. Have a good day.
that's it. That's the whole thing.
Short and sweet.
It's a 6-second video. I played it twice for everyone to see. It was a really nice animation of the dude holding a gun at some guy's head and said, you don't have to sign the petition. So Thank you, Draconic Light, for your little clip, and I believe he used the some audio from Get Gianni, whoever that is. He's got
I
a
like
lot
the
of Twitter followers.
extra attention to the facial details. There's
Yeah.
a lot going on in the expressions. I
Yeah, it's
like
good.
the style of animation.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Maybe
Really
you can
good
make some more.
stuff.
If you want us to make some, I'll make some audio for you, Draconic Light. If you want to, animate me using a bidet or something like that.
He should I'm not familiar with his work or anything, but he should definitely make like a few minute short film or something. Short animated bit would be really cool.
Yeah, we can get you some actual audio from, I don't know, a postal dude guy, maybe.
His ears are massive. It's hilarious.
Yeah, big ears. Super big ears.
His eyes are just as yellow as his teeth too.
Oh man, I am tired. Anyway, we don't have any ads for anything today. We don't have anything new. But I do want to remind people, if you haven't subscribed to our new YouTube channel, please do. Just look up I Regret Nothing Podcast on YouTube and you can find it. Pedro will post a link to it in the chat on the old YouTube because that's where most of you are.
Good old
Yes,
YouTube.
Yeah. The new Yakuza will remain turn-based going forward due to the success of Like a Dragon. That means I will not play it.
I
Yeah.
will not play it.
No.
I can't say I didn't like the direction, but it's too different from the first Yakuza games. Why?
I think it's because Like a Dragon did so well. It like outperformed all well over what they were expecting. So
It's a mobile, right?
no, it's Like a Dragon is on big platforms, Xbox, PlayStation.
I thought they had a mobile version of Yakuza too.
They could. Yeah, everything has a mobile version now.
I just started playing Kiwami. Is that how you pronounce it? It's like the remake of the original.
Don't know, man.
Yeah, I started playing it the other week. Coincidentally, it's really good. Very eccentric characters. I never really got into Yakuza, but I know it's a really popular series.
Yeah, not for me. I don't know. I
Yeah.
played that other one you guys talked me into playing a while ago, though, Pedro. I don't know. Something dogs, sleeping dogs.
Sleeping Dogs.
I did play. I played a few hours of that. It was cool. Then I stopped.
Sleeping Dogs is awesome.
Oh, it is good. It's an old game. And when I play it, I'm like, eh.
I have a feeling they might remake that in a couple of years, or at least give it the reboot treatment.
Did you just say it's an old game? Me.
Yeah, while I'm sitting here only being able to eat because of old games. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. I just, I don't want to watch movies from the 40s either, so it's fine. Elon Musk. Well, I don't think he tanked Dogecoin, but he definitely didn't help people that
Made
were
a
like,
dent.
I mean, it's still at 50 cents. It's not.
It was up at to 70 cents.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
It went up
It's
before
70.
the show in anticipation of him stroking it.
He
And
did
then
at the end.
Oh, it's at 50, almost 58 cents now.
That's pretty good. I still got quite a bit of it, so just let it keep going.
Let it,
hit.
yeah,
To
just
the moon.
hold.
I think I'm just going to keep holding, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, wait until
There's
that
gotta-
bad boy turns into $1.
but even at $1, man, like it's going to get higher than that.
Yeah, I think so too.
It has to. I want to fund my non-existent child's college education off of Dogecoin.
Hey, are you gonna have a kid one day?
No.
No. Oh.
No.
He means a yacht. That's
I
what he's
think
talking
you
about.
would be an okay dad.
I am a great uncle.
You are a great uncle, man. I see photos of you hanging out
Yeah.
with them all the time.
Yeah,
It looks
like
you have a
I
good
hang
time.
out with them, we have a good time, then they're being little dicks, and I'm like, see you later. Or we show up and they're being little dicks, and we're like, we'll see you later. It's great.
That's how it
Fair
works.
Yeah. You only have to deal
That's
with
what's nice.
Yeah.
They get taken away eventually.
Yeah, I don't need to have a kid. I'm good.
Also called Child Protective Services, Jason.
Yeah. I
That's
like
true.
my time. I like my sleep. I like my money. The
Fair
world's
enough.
To see little
overpopulated.
Mike J's with a tiny beard and saying,
the less kids I have, the smaller my carbon footprint is.
Hey, I like that you care about the environment, man. That's
Yeah.
good on you.
Every child is just such a burden on the carbon footprint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My brother's
for
got
sure.
2 kids. That's enough. That's enough. We have a small family already. I don't need to make it bigger. My wife's family, on the other hand, is huge. Bunch of
1,000
South African
cousins
Mormons.
and-
Bunch of South African Mormons just breeding like crazy. Ugh.
Yeah, 8 billion people's is plenty.
Yeah, I'm good. I love how the birth rate is just tanking. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I think because the economy's doing so well, it's becoming more expensive. Globalization's causing a little drop in population. Hopefully in 50 years it'll dip down a little
Plus, my generation just doesn't want to have kids. It's great.
bit. Yeah.
It's great. And I'm sure that's going to continue to filter down. Like millennials, Zoomers, they're not going to want to have kids either.
Well, here in Portugal, it's quite the opposite. I see a lot of 18-year-old
Portugal
kids
is
having
the
kids.
size of Delaware, bro. You can have all the kids you want. Have
A
all the
city
kids
is
you want.
like Postal 2's map.
Exactly. Bunch of trashy Portuguese overpopulating their tiny country. Good luck.
Very accurate.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm moving out.
So what's the deal? Epic is trying to pay for more exclusive stuff?
I don't know about that
$200
one.
million worth of stuff.
$200 million
Yeah,
to bring PlayStation exclusives to PC.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What is the deal here? Like, I don't understand their stance on things. They yell and scream in court about how Apple's so exclusive and it's causing us business issues. And then on the other hand, all they do is try to get exclusives.
It's a mastermind of dumbass Tim Sweeney.
It's very
That's how
odd.
it works.
Very odd to me.
And it's funny because Sony already wanted to port their games to PC. They didn't need Epic for that. They know they can make much more money on Steam.
They're not
That's
stupid.
how-
They know that
that's
people
why they have
fucking
Horizon
hate
Zero Dawn.
Epic Game Store.
Yeah. They want everything on Epic Games.
I'm
Store.
actually not sure I've played any of the free games I've gotten on Epic Game Store yet.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people just claim it and then they don't care.
I
about
think
their
the
accounts.
only thing I played on Epic Game Store is somebody sent me a key for Control. I think someone sent me a key for Control, and I played a little bit of it. So
That's a good game.
yeah, it was
Do you
good.
like
Yeah,
it?
good game.
It was good, but I just stopped playing it. I don't know why. Just like most games that I stopped playing, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think
Many
you could
games.
probably sense a slight bit of desperation with Epic Games. I mean, I think they understand Fortnite's not going to keep them afloat forever. So
I don't know. I think it's just gonna go from here. I mean, they just found out they made $9 billion, through this whole court shindig.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's definitely stupid money, but they're obviously looking for longevity because once
Yeah.
that starts draining
that's-
a little bit,
I mean, not that $9 billion isn't longevity,
Yeah.
but
touche. But in their minds, it's they're in a different place.
yeah, remember, there is never too rich.
Exactly.
Well,
Especially when
let's-
you're making that much
Let's
money.
also remember they are also very big. They have a lot of investments, big servers, big teams. So all of that costs money. So we'll see.
So
I mean,
they
they're-
could go out
they're
of business
definitely
tomorrow
losing.
and Tim could run away on a yacht.
They're
That's
losing a
true.
lot of money on this game store, aren't they?
Yes.
They are spending more than they are gaining with their store.
Long-term investment. Could work.
Mm,
Trying to go up against Steam, no big deal. It'll
yeah,
happen.
if they actually improve their
Just
store,
throw
it might
billions of
work.
dollars at it. It'll eventually work.
Yeah. It'll just keep going with it. Not a problem.
Just keep throwing money at the stripper.
She will have sex with you if you keep throwing money at her.
At
She
least
will.
you'll get something nice in return rather than bogus free games, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather see boobies.
True.
Yeah.
I agree.
Movies are best.
So Gandalf himself, Gabe N., was speaking earlier this week in an interview, and he did mention that there is something new coming to consoles from them, which is, different because it's only happened once, really. Maybe twice. I think Half-Life 1 maybe, and then Orange Box.
Yeah.
Orange Box was so great.
Yeah.
So great.
And
I just, I don't know. What is it going to be? Is it going to be Alex? But what is it going to be Alex for? Just for PSVR?
It's gonna be Alex 4. They're skipping 3 games.
They don't do 3. There's no such thing as a game number 3 from Valve.
Alex
just
2,
don't do
Alex 4.
Yeah.
I would take a remake of Orange Box. I think that would be cool.
A remake. Just
Well,
give us
An upgrade.
Just give us Half-Life 2 episode 2. That's all we want. We'll replay episode 2 again.
At least we got Black Mesa. At least we got that awesome fan project.
Yeah, we did.
I never played Black Mesa. Is it worth peeping?
Well,
Yes,
we
yes.
have 2 employees that worked on it, so yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
that you know it's good.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
It is definitely it's definitely
Can we
worth
interview
it.
them for the documentary?
Um,
It turns into a documentary about Black Mesa. Like 10
yeah.
minutes of the documentary is
Scrap.
about Postal.
Everything postal
Yeah.
related.
I mean, listen. We just want Valve to do more stuff. I don't care what it is.
Well, whatever it takes. If it takes a documentary, we're in.
Look, if it's just a 20-minute game of you getting a striptease dance from Gabe N, I'll play it.
Oh, I play that too.
Yeah. That's all it is you throwing bills at naked Gabe N dancing on a pole.
That's the dream.
It is definitely the dream. I don't know why this is in our topics. Why are we talking about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck? Why? Are we talking about celebrity couples getting back together now? Is that what we're into?
I have no idea.
You know what's really funny? Me and Tad were looking that over, and we just started cracking up when we saw that blog.
In our notes, it's
Bennifer. I was like, what is
Bennifer.
this? 2002?
Every once in a while, we have to shit on something stupid, and this is so stupid.
When did Geely come out? I don't even remember.
I don't know, man.
How do you spell Geely?
Gigli, Jiggly, Giggly.
Giggity.
Giddy gig.
So what's the are they getting back together? I gotta know.
I don't
now.
know. Somebody brought
Wow,
it
I
up
was-
in the podcast chat the other day, so I think so. Yeah.
I am so not up to date to that.
Maybe they're not getting back together. Maybe they're doing a movie together. I don't know. I don't really follow much celeb news like that.
Now that
Sports
he's-
news,
2003.
sure.
Now that he's out as Batman, he needs the money. He's looking for anything.
Hey, he got one more scene as Batman. Okay,
That's true.
he did get
Oh,
to
yeah.
do it. He did get.
Isn't
to
he in
do
the
it.
new? Isn't he in the new Flash movie though? He's gonna be in Flash, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Is
Ooh,
Kevin
I didn't
Smith
know
doing
that.
that? Is Kevin Smith doing the Flash movie? Because I know he did a bunch of
No.
episodes of
hope.
the TV show, didn't he?
I hope not.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, Kevin Smith should not direct Marvel or DC films.
Is he handling
Or
the?
films in that
Is he
matter.
handling the Masters of the Universe show? I think so. I think it's his.
Is it the one on Netflix
Yeah,
or the movie? Oh, okay.
the Netflix one, the animated
I
one.
have not liked anything Kevin Smith has done after Dogma. Just gonna say it.
Clerks 2 is
No.
fucking hilarious. You'll fucking shut your
Actually, Clerks 2, you're right, is a wonderful film. Anything after Clerks 2.
mouth. I like Zack and Mary Make a Porno.
It's entertaining.
I enjoyed it. I've seen it
Yeah.
twice. But
Now, Jay and Silent the new Jay and Silent Bob, garbage.
Garbage. They're making a new Clerks though, right? They're
Clerks
making
3, yeah. Clerks 3 is coming. I'm into it. Mallrats 2 also.
Mallrats 2, yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly, I think he still has it a little bit. He needs to just put a little more zing in it.
Well, now his movies are just family service, right? Like he's just like, here's a platform for me to put my daughter in, and she's not a good actress.
Totally not.
No.
I don't know how she managed to fool. What's his name? I
Kevin
forgot his
Smith?
name. Yes.
Her dad.
No. Wait.
We just blew
what was his
Pedra's
name?
mind.
What?
Like,
Yeah.
function,
Yeah,
malfunction.
she's in something else now. She's in something. I don't know what it is, but she's not.
I forgot
great.
the name.
She's not great.
Never mind.
Jason, what's that Walrus movie that he was in that Kevin
Tusk.
Smith directed? Tusk. Yeah, you told me to watch that, and I didn't know anything about it.
Honestly, the thing I like about that movie is I always talk about that movie, and I think in that sense, it's an accomplishment. It is one of the most disturbing movies I have ever seen.
So you
I thought it was
did.
an Eli Roth movie.
So you did like something after Dogma that he did.
No, I do not think it's a good movie, but movies that make me think or talk about it after the fact, in my book, has some special place in my heart.
What about
Even
Yoga
if they're
Hosers?
bad.
Did you watch Yoga Hosers?
I have not seen Yoga Hosers. That's a movie.
That was awful.
It's really bad.
It's so bad. So bad.
But Johnny Depp's in it.
Yeah.
So
And it makes you think.
Just barely.
yeah,
Judging by
it's
this
a
trailer I'm
spin-off.
watching.
It's a spin-off of Tusk, actually.
No way. Is it actually?
Yeah,
Oh, you know what? I've seen this movie before.
yeah, it's something.
The fact that I didn't remember says a lot.
It's
How was it
something.
connected to Tusk? I forget.
I don't even know. It just says on Wikipedia that it's a spin-off. That's-
Why he thought that movie needed a spin-off is beyond me.
You heard it from Wikipedia first.
The one thing I do appreciate about Kevin Smith is he's done everything his way outside of the Hollywood studio system for the most part. And he
Yeah.
does it with his friends. He does it with his family. He has a good time. He makes a living out of it. And I can really appreciate that. I'll
Yep.
give him that.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
Almost like what you do, Mike, just a little bit.
and he knows who we are. That's what's most important. When I gave
you went
him
to the premiere, right?
I did, but I brought him a hockey jersey at the KFMA studio one day, and he was like, "Oh, Postal, I know Postal. There was a movie made by Uwe Boll, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, I'm here to tell you how much I like you. And then he spent the next, 45 minutes talking to me about me, and I never got a chance to ask him to be in Postal 4. And now I can't get a hold of him.
Did you just
See,
have like a
there's-
raging hard on the entire time you guys were
No, my
conversating?
dick was in my own ass.
Nice.
I was fucking myself because I was like,
Just
Folds between.
it's very weird.
legs.
Very weird.
Yeah.
it was like
Very weird. Yeah. I felt it actually felt inappropriate to go there and do what I did because, at the time I was doing the tech talk for the Frank show, and the producer texted me one night and he was like, "Hey, Kevin's going to be in the studio tomorrow morning if you just want to show up." And I was like, that seems like a fucking weird thing to do. And he was like, no, just do it. I was like, okay. So I showed up, and then he just introduced me, and then we ended up talking for 45 minutes, but it was not about oh man, you really shaped my childhood and all this nice stuff I wanted to say. It was just him talking to me about me, and it was just, I don't know, it was very odd, but really, really cool.
Really cool. Yeah.
That is a really cool experience, though, to have
Yeah.
somebody that you appreciate you.
Right. It's not like he was a Postal fan, but he was very aware of Postal and the movie and the shit show. And, he knew. And that was.
it's like a perfect 69.
Yes.
It's
Except
perfect.
me finishing would have been, will you voice yourself in Postal 4 and sign autographs in the mall? And he would have said yes. And then we both would have come in each other's mouths.
And then it talk like that.
Yeah, it could have been, but it wasn't. Instead, it was a near perfect 69 or yin yang, whatever you want to call it.
69 is better.
Honestly, I would love to see Kevin Smith in Postal 4.
Yeah, I agree. And I have spent a lot of time writing people that know him and just submitting to emails. I really don't want to contact his agent. I realize that's the obvious way to do it, but that's the obvious way to get raped. I just want him to be like, you know what? I like that guy. I like what they've done. They've been indie like me. He's not as indie as we are, but yeah, I'll voice myself. And,
I don't think he's ever been in a video game either, has he? So.
There's a Jay and Silent Bob video game in development right now, I think. So.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's kind of his own IP. To see him in a different game, I think would be
it
cool.
would be, and it's perfect, right? He's the mall guy. I would have had him and Jay signing autographs in the mall. I think that would have been pretty cool.
I was gonna say it would be really cool to have like a mall themed Kevin Smith thing going on.
Yeah.
And he's like the head of the mall.
100%. I'll even put like whatever, what is it, fucking Banky or Brody's comic book store in the mall. We'd do that. We'd do it for them.
Do it, no problem.
That's
Jay and
manageable.
Silent Bob's Secret Stash. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Add a new feature where you can go in and pick up comics and just like flip through the pages.
I'm sitting here talking like it's our
I
gift
would
to him that we'd be putting that in the game, and he's like, "Oh, or you could license it for $500,000." I'm like, "Fuck." I forgot.
That
You're
would be
the
the
real
way to do it through the agent.
right,
Ouch.
right. Like the View Askew universe is a massive brand. Postal is a tiny brand.
You can't think like that. You gotta think bigger.
Think big.
Postal is just as big
Yes.
as his.
You're right. You're right. My live streams that get 30 to 50 listeners versus his 18 or 20 podcasts that get millions of listens. We are in that league.
You gotta think equal PP touch.
No. Mine would go
It is
into
way.
his. Mine would go into
Also-
his.
Also, is
You would
as
dock
big.
it to
as
his.
Yeah. I'd have to go inside.
Chinese finger trap. There you go.
They're making movies for Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Metalocalypse, and Venture Brothers.
Metalocalypse.
Yeah,
so
I just
excited.
in my mind, I feel like when they make a movie of something like that, it's like, just why didn't you make just another season of it?
I know, but for people like me who have been waiting for new Metapocalypse stuff since I don't know how much longer I've been waiting.
Do you listen
It's
to Death
great.
Clock before you go to bed?
Yes,
I figured you
I
would.
listen to a lot of weird stuff.
That's
You guys
actually the
remember the-
only. Go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say, do you guys remember the banana sticker episode? Banana sticker.
Yeah.
I didn't watch a lot of any of those. I watched some Metalocalypse, but I didn't watch any Aqua Teen Hunger Force or Venture Brothers.
They better have Dr. Roxo, or it's not Metalocalypse.
Metalocalypse.
It is
So
a
are these
weird
coming to
conjunction.
theaters, or is this just like straight on Adult
I
Swim?
think it's just Adult Swim.
So
I
it's a
think.
TV movie.
I might be totally wrong, but I think. Are you guys watching Handmaid's Tale?
No, sir.
Oh my
Heard it's good, though.
God, what is wrong with you people?
I watched one season. I didn't really get into it. Is it worth continuing?
Yes,
What's what? I'm sorry.
A Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, I'm not yet.
Oh, this new
I can
season's
just
so
tell
fucking brutal, dude.
Mike's just
So-
like, I want to tell you guys, but I
it's
can't.
so brutal. I mean, really, really brutal.
What streaming platform is it on?
Hulu.
That's why.
I'm just not a huge fan of Elizabeth Moss, to be honest.
Oh yeah, well, obviously, but she's a good actress. She's just
Yeah, she is
really good.
talented.
She's
very
really
talented.
good and
That's
invisible.
kind
man.
of the point of this whole thing, right? Is that they're not supposed to be excellent looking women. They're just supposed to be women
whoa,
that birth.
whoa, are you objectifying her? Because that's not what I was doing. I was just talking about
Oh,
her.
you don't like her what? You just said she's a good actress.
Oh, touche.
I don't like her style. Does she have a style? I don't know. That's my back pedal.
It's great
The
show.
way she dresses.
It's a great, great, great show.
Have you guys seen
have to check
Invisible
it out.
Man?
No, I
That's
saw the
actually a good
original
movie.
one with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, it's,
That's Hollow Man.
that's Hollow Man.
Same thing.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Same shit, different
It is the
generation.
same. Yeah, you're right. It's the same thing.
Somebody in the chat said Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes were in Infinity War Zombies DLC 1, Infinity Warfare. I don't know, Call of Duty, I'm guessing.
Wow, that is.
And so
niche.
was SpongeBob.
Actually,
There you go.
that's pretty cool though. They are cool characters. I can imagine them being in games here and there.
Well, Mewes is a huge gamer, so
Yeah.
you know, you'd hope. I don't know. Maybe somebody that'll at some point listen to this, a podcast, can be like, yo, Jay, this dickhead, Mike, wants you and your boy Kevin to sign autographs in the mall in Postal. Okay? You would be basically replacing Gary Coleman. That's That's a pretty good follow-up to having Gary Coleman in the mall.
I mean, you're not asking for a whole lot.
No, it will take maybe 20 minutes of audio recording each.
Yeah, just a few lines and that's it.
Yeah, whatever they want, whatever they want. You know what? That's what I'll say. Whatever Kevin Smith wants, so then he can tweet about it. That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I want.
Brainstorming here.
I think we're all out of topics.
All out of topics.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to talk about games, but we've really talked about most of those already. So
Mike's just like, you know what? We ran out of topics. Looks like we're ending this early.
Because we haven't seen Handmaid.
It's really not early. It's been an hour. Most of these are an hour long, and we've been doing this for an hour. And
we did have a good talk before the podcast. We worn out everything.
Exactly.
Mike just doesn't enjoy Jason and Tad, huh?
The fuck are you talking about? I've let you guys follow me into the bathroom. I've let you guys go to sex parties with me. I've let you watch me jerk off. I don't know what else you want from me, guys.
I want to let everybody out there know that none of that is true. Although we do follow him all the time.
Who would you believe? The random guy I brought on the podcast or your trusty friend Mike J that is here for you bi-weekly to tell you all the latest and greatest news, like Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are getting back together.
This is an honest face.
This is yeah.
That is an Asian face.
That is. It is a half Asian face.
This is the Portuguese face.
Yes, it is.
And then Tad, we just got another white face.
Just boring blonde white guy. Yeah. Fucking Aryan, bringing Aryans on my show. Fucking last time. Someone says, leave Mike J alone.
Alone.
Whoa.
Right.
I wasn't trying to bother him.
I'm their trusty friend. You're not. You're
in
a
the
guest.
documentary.
Yeah. Get back
Mike
behind
J
the
is sitting
camera.
in a couch while you're making questions. So is that like a Brazzers thing?
Yeah, it's
or
casting couch, actually.
casting couch.
It's called Playtest TV Casting Couch.
It's
so
it's
they
a
like
solo
butt stuff?
scene.
Yeah. It's just me texting, then jerking off.
It's texting and jerking off. At the
That's
same
hot.
time.
I mean, yes. I mean, iPhones are not great for one-handed use, but I can figure it out.
iPhones are great for anything. Oh, shots
Did they
fired.
just
Pedro-
come out with like a purple iPhone?
Yeah, and they have all these ads about how purple it is.
It's better because it's purple.
Well, I mean, it's the fight cancer, right? That's the purple color.
Oh, okay.
Stop
Didn't
talking
know
shit
that.
It's
about
like,
it.
well, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
My bad.
And
as
purple's
well.
actually one of my favorite colors. If I was to switch to iPhone,
Gay.
which I'm not saying I will, it would be
Jason,
purple iPhone.
I would text you more if you had blue bubbles. But the fact that you have green bubbles means I don't
Yeah.
text you very much. I
It
text Tad
hurts.
all the time just so I can see blue bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my
Makes him feel
beautiful
good inside.
Android.
Cool phone, bro.
You
I
know,
bet it's real
honestly,
stable.
It is. It's great.
That's
I've
what all
had
Android people.
Android,
Oh, yeah, it's super stable. Look at this.
and then it blows up on an airplane.
Last night, I went with some friends to skate country, and the whole group was iPhone people except one. And she was like continuously going out of her way to talk about how her camera was better. And like every time we tried to take a picture, she's like, no, let me do it. And so we go to take a group picture, and she like forces the person taking a picture to use her phone. And of course, it uses its stupid flash. Like, what phone in 2021 needs flash in a decently well-lit indoor setting? And now the group photo, we all have fucking cat eyes, and it's super bright. And it's like, why didn't your fucking stupid Android phone have night mode? I don't understand. What is this crap? You ruined our group photo.
I'm sure it has night mode. She just doesn't know how to take a photo. There's a difference.
She didn't take the
That's
photo. She
user.
handed her phone to some random person, and it doesn't matter. She was like, we have to use my phone. It's like, I don't even understand this. What are you doing?
Because it has 1 megapixel plus.
Well, it doesn't matter. I said next week, I'm taking the group photo. It's just the way it works.
Giving Android users a bad name, huh?
I was an Android user.
Yeah.
I have plenty of history with iPhones and Androids. I just
And
want you
my
to.
takeaway-
I just want you to have blue bubbles, Jason. I just want you to have blue bubbles. That's all I wanted.
Skate Country still open? It's
Yeah,
still
and
a
it's
thing?
fucking popping, bro.
No kidding.
Thursday night is at 8:00 is just adults, no kids. So
that's
What
where
kind of
we
music
go.
do they usually play?
it's a good mix. Some some good like funk disco music, and then like some little bit more modern rap. But it was actually really good.
I have never skated on like four-wheeled skates before.
You can wear rollerblades there.
Oh, okay.
I wear my hockey
Is
skates.
there a huge difference?
It's very different.
It is
Yeah.
different,
so,
but
yeah.
if you like not rentals, if you get a good pair of quads, like when you're out on cement and stuff like that, like you can actually hockey stop, which you can't do on rollerblades when you're out there. So the faster you get, you just have to kind of learn to slow down. And it's easier to rhythm skate if you got quads. So
Now, why do you think skating has been so popular lately? I've seen
it's
on
COVID.
my
It's
story.
COVID. COVID
skating.
brought it back. It was like something to do when things started opening up, and like, yeah, you are definitely skating around through people's spit particles, but you know, you're not like on top of people. It's a way for people to sort of dance again, right? Like, because clubs really haven't opened up here. I mean, they've started to, but skating really took off last year, and it's back in. It's unfortunate here that we only have one skate country left, and it's really far away from everything.
Yeah.
But
How did they stay open during the pandemic?
I don't
Just
know.
in
That's a good question. And then last night we went, and when we paid, they were like, "Just so you guys know, no bathrooms and no water tonight."
What?
And
Mike's like, oh shit.
they had some serious plumbing issue. Like the bathrooms were closed, and you could only like buy bottled water and bottled sodas and stuff. So I
So
went to
did you
the.
have to like take off your skates and go pee?
Oh
like,
no, I
outside
have.
every 20
I
minutes?
put. I changed the wheels on my hockey skates. They're like outdoor wheels. So when I went to the front. I'm like, I'm going outside to pee, and she was like, "Well, I can't tell you that's okay, but we do allow reentry." So I just went
Fair enough.
outside, pissed between some cars, went back inside. I mean, you got to go. Like we were there for 2 hours, and we ate dinner before. Like, you know, it's kind of ridiculous.
What did I
I-
expect?
Yeah,
You
imagine
could
if you have to
you
take
could
a
buy a
massive
tube.
shit.
That was what we were worried about, because we ate at Kenny D's before we went in there, right? So we're eating like these massive Italian beefs and sausages and meatball subs. And I was joking before we went in there. I'm like, we are all going to blow out the bathrooms in there tonight. And then we get there, and they're like, yeah, no bathrooms.
So the group photos, just you like.
All of us are like super fucking, yeah, we're, it's not great. But yeah, you know, I
Constipated
don't know.
with red eyes.
I think we're gonna start going every Thursday. So if you guys are bored on a Thursday night, go skating.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to take
Pedro
you
will
up on
fly
that
you in.
sometime.
I'll fly there.
And fly there just for some skating. We'll put you right back on a plane afterwards.
You can
Do they
watch
have
me
s-
fall over and over.
Yeah.
So, what are popular Portuguese activities that are synonymous with your culture?
Portuguese activities. Football, not soccer, football. There isn't many activities here, actually. We don't have ice skating in the way that it's mainstream. We do have like normal skates,
Like a pond,
outdoor
like
skates.
a pond, and you go and skate on that.
Yeah, we don't have any of that. Snow is very rare in some locations, so we don't have many things. We do have great beaches, so it's a great destination
Beaches
for
or
the summer.
bitches?
Both.
Both. Bitches
Got
on
it.
beaches.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Topless.
the best place to go during the summer, during the winter, nah, don't even try.
How cold does it get there during the winter?
I mean, for me, it does get very cold, but for people like you who are accustomed to higher temperatures, if you go to northern areas in the US, maybe it's not that cold. Maybe it's pleasant. It's not like UK cold. It's just a little bit. There's a bit of everything here in terms of temperatures.
I'd love to go to Portugal. That'd be a good time.
What's
Yeah,
stopping you,
it's-
bro?
Come here, come visit.
You got your You got your
Just like,
vaccine? You got your
I do have
vaccine?
my vaccine.
You
Yeah.
can go then. You can go to
Yeah,
Europe.
come on in.
I'm not.
welcome in your country.
Yeah, you can
Get your
stay with
passport.
Pedro. You can cuddle up to his mother or his dogs, whichever is.
You
Whichever
meet
bed's
them
open.
And,
I'll be that annoying American at the bar where I'm really loud so everyone can hear that I'm American with a drink in my hand.
America. So much better. Do you see how many people we vaccinated?
Your pickup trucks suck.
Yeah, your trucks aren't even that high. You don't even have giant flags on them.
Don't have long noses in your trucks. That sucks.
I do like your women, though. I'll have those.
Ugh. God. Our obese
Take
women.
'em, take 'em.
America's obese.
Oh, no. We want Portuguese women.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They can have American women.
Yeah, they can have.
Oh,
yeah, take 'em.
okay. Okay.
Take all of them, please.
This is like the most stereotypical American versus another country argument ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Do us a favor.
All right, I'm ending this shit. I'm hungry. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. We don't need to talk anymore.
You really gotta pee, right?
No, I don't actually. I would gladly tell you.
he would leave us with you if he had to go pee.
Yeah, I would just be like, keep talking. But no.
Keep talking.
We're at an hour. We're at an hour and 11 minutes. I think that's a solid.
Oh,
that's
I didn't
that's solid.
An hour when
Yeah.
Time flies.
Time flies when you're talking to Mike J, bitch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about gasoline in trash bags. That we forgot about.
That's a topic.
Yeah.
I
That's a
forgot to
topic.
put it on the topic list.
Oh, gasoline
So yeah,
in
guys,
plastic
don't
bags.
put gasoline in plastic bags.
Are people doing that?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Okay.
are.
I mean, I can't. It might have been one person, but there is, and it might not even be real. But the picture's been circulating the internet, and
Oh,
like
God.
one of the government agencies had to issue a tweet that was like, "We can't believe we have to say this, but do not put gas in trash bags."
It
Oh,
was
no,
like, wasn't it like
stupidity.
a plastic bin?
That too, but no, there's
Okay.
literally pictures of it in
Oh,
like plastic trash bags.
I saw a photo the other day of someone putting in a plastic bin.
Yeah, I don't.
So
People are
it's-
so
it's-
stupid.
Like
So why-
one
why are
wise man said one day, humanity always finds one way to surprise you.
Yeah.
And they
Think
times.
of the stupidest person you know, and remember that most people are stupider than that. So
much stupider.
yeah. Fudge says he's seen multiple people using trash bags.
Now,
Or gasoline?
is it because gas prices are going up and people are
No,
trying to
they were
collect
they were
gas, or-
super worried about the hack. You know, the pipeline that was hacked the other day.
Oh.
So it just caused a panic, and when people panic, they overbuy. And you know, it's one thing to buy 10 things of toilet paper, like you can put those on your shelf for a decade. Gas goes bad, and it's flammable, and it's illegal to store it in not what's it called? Not
certified
regular certified tanks. Yeah.
gasoline container. Well, I mean, they have those like few gallon containers. Like if you're gonna take gasoline and store it, at least put it in the correct.
There was a picture on Reddit today, and it was a guy filling up his just like little red, gas
Exactly,
tank.
that's
and
what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
and it said, "I'm using this for my lawnmower," because he has to let you know that he's not hoarding gas. He's just getting gas for his lawnmower.
Got a lot of grass. A lot of grass.
Exactly, and I'm like, "Bitch, go buy a fucking electric lawnmower." You
Yeah,
fucking-
I was about to ask, don't you guys have electrical ones?
Of course, but you remember, think of the giant trucks people drive here. Like, there is a stigma. If you have a lawn, you got to be a fucking badass. And if
And
you have an
bigger is
electric
better.
lawnmower, you're a fucking. That's like the Prius of lawnmowers, right? Like, oh, cool, you cut your lawn with something electric. You're a bitch.
You're a pussy.
Yeah.
When I was in elementary school, we had one of those push lawnmowers that when
Sure.
you pushed it rotated.
Yeah.
Oh man, those things were a pain in the butt.
They
and that
are,
was my
because then you
chore
have
every-
to, then you have to go rake up all the loose grass that you cut.
Yes, actually, my parents made me
not
do that
great.
every week.
Yeah, guys, there's not a gasoline shortage. Just stop. It doesn't matter if a pipeline shut down. There is a major surplus of gas in this country. Stop doing it. And if you're going to buy some gas, buy some fucking red tanks and put it in that. And remember that it will blow your fucking house up. So you don't need to be storing gasoline. You really should not be storing
Yeah,
gasoline.
it goes bad.
It does. It goes bad. And it's very flammable. There was another picture I saw. Someone's car blew up from this shit.
Don't worry, natural selection. Okay.
Yeah, look, if you buy a bunch of gasoline and you put it in your car and then you're like, you know what, I'm going to stop and get a burger, and then you just leave gasoline sitting in your car, that gets to 120 degrees and it's not like actually stored properly, it can catch fire and explode.
Oh yeah.
So quick story. I was walking back home from the bars. I come up to a Circle K. There is a car, and out of the gas nozzle is fire, and it's spilling out and down, and there's several people there sitting there panicking. I walk up. It ends up being one of my friends. This is the Circle K off of Speedway and Park.
Sure.
And it's my buddy David. He's like, Jason, I don't know what to do. It's on fire. It's gonna explode. They're both standing within 10 feet of the car, maybe. I'm drunk. The first thing I do is get the fuck back. I am yelling at them. I go and I run into the gas station, open the the place where they had water, ran out and just dumped the water on, put it out and threw it on the ground like there. And I just walked away.
Did you guys know that we had a real American
Other
hero?
than superhero.
We have a real American hero on this show today. His name's Jason
Throw up the fist there
Sikorski.
too.
Give that man a medal.
Yeah, if you want to tell your friends that you got to listen to a podcast with a real American hero, his name's Jason. Actually, Circle K was about to explode. And the new
saved
Superman, drunk Superman, if you will, came flying in and just dumped water on a fire.
Hey, every time I see that guy, he stops the conversation and tells everybody that story. He's like, this one time Jason saved my life.
But
And
what?
I'm
But
just like,
what if it turns out that throwing water on it was like throwing water on a grease fire?
Ooh.
What
you're right. I
happens?
didn't
What if you
think
dumped
about
water on
that.
that
Think
and
about
it
that.
made it worse?
Hey, I told
Let's
you
just-
I was drunk and I made a decision and it apparently was the right
I
decision.
would have. I'm not sure if I would have prepared the Darwin story we would have had to tell here if I was like my buddy Jason that was filming the documentary thought he was going to save the day and he dumped water on a gasoline fire and he exploded the Circle K and 150 people died and
And you were still
Let's
walking
remember
away
something.
thinking you were okay.
right
thinking
he
that
was
you had
okay.
Done a hero's
He was
job.
okay. He was okay.
Let's
but
recapitulate. So you were drunk, right?
I was very drunk.
And you remember everything that happens when you're drunk?
I do actually. I don't.
he didn't
I mean, it
black
was-
out.
Yeah.
I mean-
it was, I can handle my liquor very well.
I see
I'm not
Pedro's.
making up
I
a
see Pedro's
story.
drank one time in his life. Pedro,
One time.
how did it feel to lose your drunk virginity? Was it good?
Well, it was yesterday, and
Wait, you drank for the first time yesterday?
no,
Congratulate. Was it with your mother? Did you and your mom
Yes.
kick back
It
a
was
bottle of
very
Mad Dog?
awkward. And it was very awkward. And it was during summertime, a fine dinner, and yeah, that's how it was.
Oh, people are
Wow.
pissed off at us that we're talking about gas stations.
Oh damn!
They're
Wait,
like, this has nothing to do with video games or movies or music.
we talk about everything these days.
Yeah, we were talking about fucking Benifer, okay?
Benifer.
I mean, I'm okay talking about gas stations. I got plenty of gas station
Yeah.
stories. Let's keep going.
Everybody likes to talk about gas.
I think the
No,
highlight of the
no.
story, Jason, is you stole water from Circle K. You
Yeah,
just-
what the
you know-
fuck?
Yeah.
You know what? I did not pay for it, and the teller or cashier or whatever didn't say a word because he looked outside and saw what was going on. He's like, "That man's a hero."
Hold on. Did they not have a fucking fire extinguisher that you could have used? Like,
I don't know. My first reaction was to save my friends.
right. Well, so in the future, when there's a fire, you should use a fire extinguisher because water does not always put out fires.
I just want to say that I put out the fire
No.
and I made the right
He
I'm
was
decision.
not
drunk, by the way.
saying you flipped a coin and it landed on what you called. It happened. But the flip side is it could have been a grease fire and you made shit worse.
You know, you're absolutely right. I'm going to learn from my mistake of saving my friends' lives and make sure to use a fire extinguisher. in the
Yeah,
future.
I mean, you know,
Thank you, Jason.
you are
Thank
a
you.
real American hero.
Give me a medal.
Real American hero, Jason Sikorski, everyone. If you want to silently clap into your computer or your phone, that would be great.
Now, Jason, did
Um,
you follow up with your friend? Was his car okay, or is it?
Did you
Dude,
damage?
he was so drunk he barely remembers how. He doesn't even know how the fire started, which is baffling.
Are you ripping on your friend for driving drunk right now? Are you blowing him up right now?
There was multiple people. I didn't say he was the driver.
We got a snitch right here.
Yeah.
All right,
Real
how did
American,
this flip?
real American snitch, Jason Sikorski, everyone.
Not a hero. Not a hero.
You have lost
Hero
your
snitch.
status. You have lost your status.
Protests
Okay,
outside
I'm
of my
ending this
jail cell.
podcast now. Thank you, Jason and Tad, for coming on. Thank you, Pedro, for your
Mike.
dogs endlessly barking again. We'll be doing this again in 2 weeks. I'll be just getting back from New Orleans, so maybe I'll have some good stories from New Orleans to tell.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
and,
Jason. Thank you,
Yeah,
Ted.
thank you guys for having us on. We're really excited to wrap up this documentary here in the next year or two, perhaps.
Yeah, and sometimes we have problems getting hosts from our own company on, so maybe we'll use you again. You can fill some holes for us, Jason. You're a real American hero.
I love filling holes,
Nice.
especially.
We know you do.
We know.
We know.
We know. All right, bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.